Hello, everyone. MR26. Finally. Well, all the grinding, it's amazing. It's paying off. We stream every day on Twitch. I'm just going to give you pretty much my opinion about the game, what I think so far. Obviously, being at the max rank you can achieve right now, having every item in the game, every weapon, every character, all maxed out. I just want to go over what I like personally, the weapons I like, show you the builds, show you where I like to play at. I'm just gonna give you all the juice right here. All right. So before we start anything, I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna just drop you knowledge everywhere. All right. So make sure you come through my stream, twitch.tv/macho. Bless a brother. All right. So I'm gonna tell you there are essential characters in the game that everybody must have. Okay. So I'm gonna start them from like the top to the bottom. And this is all my opinion, right? So one of the most essential characters is going to be Bunny. It's obvious. You get her from the story. They give her to you. It's like, yo, this is obvious. You need this. Take this. Use this. Because it's going to make all your farming, everything a lot easier. Gathering void fragments, shards. Just playing the game at a fast pace, right? I like to play at a fast pace. I like to grind for everything quickly. Obtain it as fast as I can through different missions. Depending on what they are, they'll be a lot quicker depending on percentages, which I'm going to show you. All right, guys. So for example, I'm going to show you the percentages right here. So we're going to use Luna, for example. We're going to go to Amorphous and we're going to type Luna Spiral Catalyst, right? So if we go to hard, we're going to have 20% chance. We look at this. This is a hard outpost and 20% chance. So you're less likely to get this, right? It's only going to happen 20% of the time. So right here we go. And we look at the next Amorphous. Since we wrote Luna Spiral right here, we're gonna see all the places we can get it. You can see in these two that are purple, which means it's a normal. If we look at it, it's gonna say normal outpost. It's 38% chance. So aside from being a lot better chance in normal, you just want to look it up. Sometimes it'll be a better chance in hard. You just want to find out where you want to farm these characters. Some of you probably know this, but this is for people that like want to know how I see the game, what I think, and maybe apply some of the things that I'm trying to teach, right? If not, you could skip the video, and I appreciate you guys coming through, man. But Lepic, I personally feel, is an essential character. Or you have an option of Glay, which is also an amazing boss killer, because you want to have a boss killer. You want to have something that you can go to and use your Amorphous and kill them quickly. It doesn't have to be in a second, right? But you want to get to the point where you're killing them fast, right? Once you get some tech, some hidden tech out there, once you get some other things and you build Sharon, she is absolutely insane, breaking like crazy, right? We got Viesa. She's awesome for every fire boss. They have weakness to ice or chill, and you can destroy them, right? So these are characters that you need. Enzo, you need for farming. Valby, you want her also for farming, especially like anything that is controlled AoE. She is amazing at that. And I'm telling you guys, you will not go wrong with this setup, all right? This is the game. There's others that you can use to enjoy yourself. If you like running support, you have Eugen. Probably my next pick will be Eugen if you're a support player, because there are those type of players. So I'm sure we all know crafting is essential, pretty much your bread and butter to gaining a mastery rank. So yeah, gold is one of your most like heavily used resources, because once you get to this level, you're gonna pretty much want to build, right? So we have Greg's reverse fate right here. We have fire attack, which I would love for it to be firearm attack, but I'm happy with fire attack for now, because that allows me to run some other mods that if I wanted to, I can run like fire priority, which gives me 50% more fire damage. So it'll be insane. And we have a fire crit hit damage right here. We have damage to Colossus weak point, and fire attack is a different instance of damage as far as like when you shoot a target. It's not fire and the damage mixed. It's like fire on the side and the damage, so you have your own damage and then your fire proc damage, on the side, right? So Right here we have the build that I'm enjoying right now. Personally, I'm about to upgrade fire rate a little bit more, so I have it at 80, and that makes it easier for me to adjust this while I level it out. I have a rifle reinforcement right here for damage. You're pretty much gonna have 2 of these always. 2 firearm increases your base damage. 2 weak points increase your weak point damage. And you're gonna be slaying, especially if you're on PC. This negative accuracy shouldn't really affect you. It's gonna like spread your fire. We have a better concentration and better insight right here for crit damage, crit chance. All builds need it. Then I'm using personally fire conductor. I think I'm gonna continue to use this to increase the base damage because it is nasty. You could also like use any other mods you wanted to personally, but not a lot of people are gonna have this special rounds ammo type upgraded, so good luck to you guys, man. You're gonna get this, but I'm gonna show you the farm for gold. Crazy. I've tried so many spots and I'm getting the fastest amount of gold here because we're able to complete it in about 35 seconds. We're getting anywhere from like 50 to 100,000 gold every run, depending on like if you run over the gold on the ground or not. But it is crazy. All right, we're speeding through it with the bunny build we showed on screen. This is the high voltage. You could also do it with the bionic fuel. My weapons, right, I've been working on them. We got the devotion for impact rounds, so we've been working on this. And I'm gonna say that you want to have all types, you know, because the ammo that drops are different. You can have something that like transforms your ammo into whatever your type you're using. Like if you wanted to use the Enduring Legacy, this is absolutely nasty. In my opinion, the best weapon currently, alongside of the Gregs now, that is doing massive damage with the bombardment, scaling off weak point crit damage, or just crit damage. I'm not even sure, honestly. It's just going absolutely nuts, and the math behind that is wild, right? So right here we have mental focus. I personally enjoy this. You could use whatever preference you have. If you want 100% firearm damage, or if you want to have 40% fire rate, you know, you can use this with the fire rate mod. It's up to you, really. You'll have some attack here. You know, it goes up to 60%, 10 stacks, 40% fire rate, even though you have that negative 20, which kind of evens out with this. So you'll start off at 5 anyway. So you'll end up with like 35, 45, somewhere along there, fire rate. Absolutely crazy. But I'm just kind of going over all of this to give you a general idea of what you want to be working on and how you want to be building it. I personally suggest the Afterglow. This thing is absolutely crazy on weak points, especially if you build it up. You have to build these weapons up. So we have the sad purple firearm attack. Don't worry, I'm gonna get back at it. Just let me finish everything up and we got this. I'm kind of time locked by Catalyst. I have no more Catalyst resources. I'm about to open a bunch of Amorphous today to continue this grind and leveling all these items and just, you know, putting the work in that you need to get where you're trying to be, right? So those are my favorite weapons right now. I really like this new weapon from Gluttony. Pretty crazy. We got a nice roll on it, and I'm excited to use it in the future. I'm gonna try it with like probably Valby or Blade because it's a non-dimensional talent, which is pretty cool, and we'll deep dive into that in the future, right? So we're building this up too, and we're just building up all the characters also. So I'll start with my favorite, which is gonna be Ultimate Bunny. Well, we'll start with the normal bunny. So this normal bunny right here is straight glass cannon, but it's fun. Actually, we have HP, so I wouldn't really call it like straight glass cannon, but it's fun. It survives. It does massive damage. We're pairing this with the Slayer set, which does even crazier damage. I could probably put Walking a Tightrope here instead of increased HP for some craziness, which I probably might do eventually, but it's normal bunny. So, you know, I don't suggest you doing this to normal bunny. Do this to Ultimate Bunny, all right? Grind for Ultimate Bunny. And then we have Ultimate Bunny here, which we're working on the high voltage build, which is another shredder. And we pretty much just want to run straight damage. And here we could switch out for either. We have options, right? We have Walking a Tightrope, which we don't really want to use with high voltage. So we use Dangerous Ambush, actually. But I like MP Collector. This just makes this build so smooth and so chill currently. I'm gonna change some things though, because I gotta max this out first, and then I'm gonna consider changing this Malachite slot, excuse me. and we're gonna see where we go from there, right? I might try skill simplification or something along those lines to see if I can increase my overall damage, but we're critting for about 1.3 right now, 1.5 on a good day. Slayer set, obviously you want to have max MP on that to continuously be able to run at a lower skill cost. I highly suggest it. And then we're using a reactor here that has electric and singular, or actually singular and crit, and we're running around with the final masterpiece mounted, so we get that singular boost damage plus that crit. Really beautiful, really strong. Enjoying this. About to get this skin to evolution 3. The skins actually evolve, if you didn't know. So right now we're trying to get to 3, which is gonna look like this. Pretty crazy, right? 1 looks awesome too. That's why I bought it, because it was 1. I didn't even know it evolved. And now we're on to 2, and soon we'll be on to 3. And 3 is gonna be sick, yo. I'm ready for it. Pretty cool, right? But yeah, you can see through her body. End game is fashion. True fashion is the end game. Yes, sir. But I want to just show you some more right here. All right, so we're pretty much using ultimate Lepic here, and this is our boss killer. My boy is going crazy. I like this build the most out of all the builds personally. The reason being that I'm getting a bunch of shots off. I'm also surviving most of the time, you know, like unless something crazy happens or I slip really big, we're absolutely destroying all the bosses. We're destroying all the content. This is my favorite build by far for bossing. And yeah, man, Lepic is bae. We have Viesa here, and our main objective with Viesa is to kill like Pyromaniac, and maybe if you wanted to use her on the Molten Fortress, but I just use like Lepic on the Molten Fortress too. So this build I gotta finish upgrading actually, and I'm gonna farm for those credits today probably and do that. I like to also use Viesa here in Vespers because you can pretty much spawn kill the 55 enemies with her super in like 1 second. Pretty much just activating this, start killing the 55 ads that you see on the top, the Vogus to eliminate. As soon as we kill those 55, we're aborting the mission here in Vesper, and this is allowing us to kill ads at the most rapid pace, get our loot. You know, they're in a high concentration in a small area. So, you know, this is the best spot right now in the game currently, the way that it is. So if they don't nerf it, which most likely they might adjust it so it's on par with other areas. So this is a good place to upgrade all of your weapons, upgrade everything you need to in the game. I enjoy running Valby like this because it gives me a cooldown pretty much and duration the whole time. So it's quick, it's chill. You don't have to put any catalyst or energy activator into her. You can just enjoy her. And then you have ultimate Valby. And then we have ultimate Valby that her main use is for gluttony. So we have absolute zero here, and we can throw the projectiles at the boss. It's crazy useful. So we're gonna be energy activating her in a few hours here and finishing work. Here I'm using a nuclear build on her most of the time. It's pretty fun. And then I have also a nice little cool build here for cool skill cooldown at her 3 infinite ammo. Pretty sick, pretty sick. Sharon for maximum duration, and battlesuit melting rounds applies a 40% debuff to enemies, as you can see there, for 19 seconds. So really worth. Electric resistance reduction 40% too, so your bunnies can melt. And that's all you really need build wise. I'm gonna enjoy some Luna. She's actually pretty cool, and once I fully understand everything that she does, I know she'll be the bomb. But right now I ain't got time for that. I gotta finish some other things. So make sure you guys tune in. We're streaming every day, like I said, over on twitch.tv/. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully it helps. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'm streaming, so come through the chat, ask me anything. If you want to see any of my weapons or what I'm currently at, I'll put it up on stream for you as soon as I get a second, you know. And I'm always trying to help my viewers kill bosses, you know, whatever they need. I'm always trying to be there. So we're trying to hit these sub goals and grow our community, and I hope to see you, baby. Stay blessed, stay amazing, and we're starting soon. Get in here, get in here.